like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear the all makes sense.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready! Pilot, 64, weak, 10-2 stop. 65, get it.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Costello. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. Costello into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ready.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check your hot read. Check 35.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? Hey, box drop.
At the 37-yard line.
Under 10.
Watch you draw corker.
Check 49.
Off play action, Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Rock it. No. Hit it.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready, set, topper!
It's our time. Shoot! 36.
Check, set it ready!
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
You.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Yo, go. Hey, lock it.
Joker. Check 26. Check.
You're out. Let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's our time. It's our time. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jet bombers.
Operating from the gun. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw. Costello. He'll rifle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. They were looking for Johnson that time. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Recon, 132 fighters. Ready.
To throw again, Lawrence. From the left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check safety, check safety.
Check 13. Gone.
Now a handoff looking right. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready. You can't block me. You can't block me. You won't put go.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Smooth. Man, I got you. 47, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's set, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Now.
47. Check, 47.
You must be dreaming. On the now.
On 1st down, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
47's the mic.
Back to throw. Costello. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Stop your whining.
Hey! Get it.
From the gun, Costello. Johnson's got it complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence being chased out left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Go! Hustle, hustle, shoot!
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. 3rd down here.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go! X3, 218, chop it. Recon, 132 fighter. Right there, 54 fighter.
Operating from the gun. Costello. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Yeah.
Hey, watch out. Check line 54. Line 54. I'm coming. Check 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check, watch 54.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Check 4. Hey, alert 3.
Stand. Be driven.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Leo. Hey, get it.
Now they try the right side here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw. Costello. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down.
Check three, check three, check three.
On 1st and 10, Costello. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will get him one closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On the ready.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Bravo.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's just me and you.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back to you. Slam, slam.
Look, screen. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Now he's going to go deep down the left side, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
55's my guy, 55. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Costello. And he comes back with one complete. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On first down, Costello. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Wahoo! Check right. Watching you grind. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55, Mike. What we got? Check 55.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again on second and 10. Costello over the middle, complete. It's Black. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Throwing on first down. Costello. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Crunch! Rock it!
He's coming! We got double up. Check 37!
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have it first down past the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Back. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rush in. Jim.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room. Check nickel. Check your hot read. Check 31. Under 10.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Zoo. They go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't.
That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 56 yards. Looking to throw. Costello to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Costello. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 4th down, Costello. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.